Established in 1936, the Aristocrat Restaurant is Manila's oldest chain of restaurants with 12 outlets as of today. It invented such popular dishes as lumpiang Shanghai and pancit canton for generations among its mainstays, along with favorites like chicken barbecue, whole chicken honey, and kare-kare, among others. Among its peers on Rojas Boulevard, established before and after the war, the Aristocrat is the only one standing in its present location on Rojas Boulevard, victims of the rise of fast food chains. The restaurant chain is run by the third generation, headed by Priscilla Reyes Pacheco as the president and CEO. She is the granddaughter of the original founder, the late Doña Ashan Reyes, married to former Supreme Court Associate Justice Alex Reyes. The couple had 13 children. The third child and the eldest daughter was Teresita, mother of the present CEO, Priscilla. An accounting and MBA graduate of UP, Priscilla started early in the restaurant business as a young girl who used to man the barbecue station in the family's Aristocrat Beach in Parañaque. She is married to Nandy Pacheco, a lawyer, former newsman, diplomat, and now a passionate Gunless Society advocate. Priscilla and Nandy have 4 children. The eldest, Vicky Rose, has her own restaurant chain called the Chateau 1771. Nandy Pacheco in 1986 was the highest-ranking Filipino officer of ADB. Before that, he had the distinction of working for renaming Isaac Peral Street in Manila to United Nations Avenue in honor of the UN, where he served as information officer in New York. He also stopped the practice of giving 21-gun salutes to visiting popes, arguing that they are men of peace and not warriors. The Aristocrat today, under Rojas Food Ventures Inc., has 12 restaurants. Priscilla oversees all of these. As CEO, Priscilla increased the Rojas Boulevard restaurant's floor space and installed big ballroom-sized halls for big parties and smaller conference rooms for private parties and meetings. During weekends, Aristocrat serves about 5,000 customers a day at an average consumption of 300 pesos per person. The appeal of the Aristocrat, Priscilla says, is that the restaurant has now become a destination. Balikbayans who fill up their tables when they arrive and before they leave come back again and again. Tonight we have for our guests the 3 Pachecos, Priscilla, Nandy, and Vicky Rose. They will give us insights into managing a business like a restaurant, food tips, and how to live a long life. Welcome to Business. I'm Elizabeth Lee, together with Tony Lopez.
Good evening, Beth.
Tonight we're going to talk about one of the icons of the Philippines, Aristocrat. And we have for our guest the CEO and president of Aristocrat, Priscilla Pacheco. Welcome to our show, Priscilla.
Don't remember the Reyes, Priscilla Reyes Pacheco.
Reyes.
Yeah, Reyes. Because of the Aristocrat name. Reyes, diba, no?
And we have her husband, Nandy. Thank you for being on our show.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
And daughter, Vicky Rose.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Who is also the one of the founding directors and executive chef of Chateau 1771.
She's a restaurateur in her own right.
Separate from Aristocrat. Yeah. Everybody knows Aristocrat. I know Aristocrat, especially the one in Rojas Boulevard.
I'm sure.
Yes, it's very iconic. It's just like halo-halo. And it's been passed down from one generation to another directly. And you're the only restaurant that's like that, I think.
3 generations. I'm now on the third.
Third generation.
Among the restaurants of the 1930s and 1940s, siya lang ang naiwan doon sa Ross Boulevard. Yung iba namatay na o kaya napalitan ng mga fast foods.
Yeah.
That shows you their durability.
So what's the secret sauce for the staying power of Aristocrat?
Yeah.
Secret? Or maybe, well, it's not a secret. It's the grace of God, of course. And I think my grandmother was very, very close to the Lord. She always, every afternoon, she opens the Bible before she goes to, after her.
She would read the Bible?
Oh, she was a Protestant, you know.
Protestant.
But she got angry with the pastor, and she had no religion, pero hawak niya yung Bible sa side niya.
Yeah.
And so maybe, and she would read to us, passages, etc. But I think it's the passion of the family, because every time we get together, you always talk about food. Anywhere we are, how did you cook this? What should you do about this? But anyway, even now with our grandchildren, yun pa rin ang pinag-usapan. Parang we don't talk about movies, we don't talk about clothes, we don't talk about... It's all about...
So food is the genes and the business.
But what's the philosophy, Nandy? You mentioned before that what's the philosophy?
Well, I remember having heard the old lady, no, Asyang, sabi niya, I treat the customers of Aristocrat like my own children.
I like it.
Yun, yung pagbibigay ng pagkain, parang inibili ko sa aking mga anak. And that is the, I think, yung essence ng message na yun, ay nakarating sa lahat. Sa mga,
So you're treating your own children, you treat them to good food,
Yeah.
yes,
good attention, diba? And tender care.
yes.
But you have all types of food
Diba?
in all types of food in Aristocrat. It's complete. It's not like if you go to one place you only
The
get
Aristocrat
chicken.
invented lumpiang Shanghai and pancit canton.
We
Diba,
have,
no, Priscilla?
we have what?
The Aristocrat invented.
The Pancit Canton and the Lumpiang Shanghai. We have Chinese. Originally, we have the Chinese department. We had, those refugees from mga canton ba, di ba? For when they jump. And then I remember the chief cook, there was Big Boy and the Shorty. I think they were the first who started this Pancit Canton and the Lumpiang Shanghai, Crab Puyong. And I think, according to them, the Pancit Canton, there was really no Pancit Canton, no? It was really concocted in our restaurant,
Really?
Aristocrat. And so it's one of our top 10, Pancit Canton and Lumpiang Shanghai.
Now it's
and
a
so
staple.
many try to imitate our Lumpiang Shanghai, but they do it differently.
Iba dating.
Iba dating,
But your specialty also is the chicken barbecue. no?
Chicken barbecue is actually it's the satay of Indonesia, di ba? But my grandmother would travel, and every time she would travel, she goes to the market, yung local market. That's the first thing. She doesn't shop yung mga department store. She doesn't shop. Yun,
Sa
titignan
public
niya.
market.
And so she developed the chicken barbecue and the Javanese sauce. With Java sauce, we call it. That's it. Actually, the satay sauce
Yeah.
now. So she developed the recipe and it stayed. So every time, pagka may deviation sa lasa, ay, hindi ganyan yan.
Alam
Do
niya.
you check? Do you check?
Yeah, of course. Everybody, all my cousins, when there's something different, they will call, "Oy, bet ganon, So,
Ikaw alam mo yon, alam mo.
Oo. Kaya, lahat sila, even mga malit, ay, bakit ganon lasa? No, bakit ganito,
Si Vicky Rose naman, you put up your own restaurants. What motivated you?
Sumagos niya.
Actually, I just joined the Chateau Group when it was like 6 months old. And
Late comer ka sa Chateau Group.
yes.
Yeah. Why
But
did you
then
call
I
it
stayed
Chateau?
on.
Chateau is a French name for
French
house.
name for
house.
castle or a big house. So at that time, I just had arrived from the U.S. And my friend was looking for a manager and the chef. So I came
They
in.
put up a restaurant without a chef?
There was a chef, but they were going to get married. So I was replacing both the manager and the chef. There were two, I was one. So I grew into the job. I didn't know how to cook. I didn't know
I thought
much.
you took up culinary masters in Switzerland.
I took up hotel management.
Hotel management.
So the cooking was only like 6 months out of the 3 years. So everything I learned about managing a kitchen and cooking was from the job.
Hindi, about your mother, didn't teach you some
No.
techniques, no? Ganun ka
Because I
secretive
think you
yung
make
ano,
mana the knowledge of...
Ganun ka secretive,
No, I mean, she was in school.
Oh.
And maybe, but I don't really cook in the sense that I'm there in the kitchen. But when we have affairs, I don't have. When he entertained a lot when he was in ADB. But I always had all the food cooked in the house.
You would get the chefs of the aristocrat?
No, I do the cooking.
You did the cooking.
She was not around, but so I
By
prepared
the way,
everything.
food is very good in their household.
You ate.
So why...
Maybe
why
it was the exposure, in
Exposure,
the house, like
oh.
whenever we had parties.
Yeah.
So I would like be in the kitchen and I would also always watch the table setting and stuff. So when the time came to go to school, it was a natural choice. Hotel and restaurant
So
administration,
you said
it
3
was a
years of
natural choice.
HRM, 6 months lang ang cooking?
3 years, 6 months in school, 6 months practicum.
So how different is your cuisine from the aristocrat cuisine?
Totally different.
It's a different world because
different.
we do classical French cuisine and we do some American, Italian, European, and then modern Filipino.
It's actually very nice.
Pero mas mahal kaya, no? Napansin ko, mas mahal ang
Yes.
But it's different. It's a different. But so how come you didn't actually go after, take over or at least do the
yung branding.
Or is
Ba't
it
I
hindi
didn't want
mo-
to be
ba't di
under
mo
my relatives.
hinila yung branding image niya.
No, I wanted to ask because
Sige, sige.
she actually went off on her own.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, how is that with you? And then why did you go off on your own instead of staying with?
Actually, even the time that I was going to Switzerland, they were already telling me why not work in Aristocrat.
Yeah.
Then I was thinking, my bosses would be my aunts and my uncles and my lolas.
Ayun pala.
How will that work? Like, you make mano and then you disagree with them? How can that be? So from that time on, like, I was very firm with that. I was never going to go into business
Unconventional,
with them because, and they also had a product already. That they had a cuisine. And at that time, I didn't know what
Right.
I wanted, but I knew it was going to be different.
Ayaw mo talaga,
So
no?
there.
She wants to be
Formula nila,
creative.
kanilang
Creative siya.
template. Kamukha ni Nandi siya, ang conventional ang thinking. Oh, when he was a
pala
newsman and a
nagmana.
diplomat, iba ang approach niya sa buhay. Di ba, Nanso? I've known him since 1970. That's how old I am. I have been as a newsman.
But Nandi, you also have a colorful history. You were one of the first Filipino officers in ADB.
Yes. As a matter of fact, I was there already when it was being discussed.
He was present at the baptism.
Yeah.
When it was at the time, the preparation for the establishment of the Asian Development Bank was headed by the late Secretary Cornelio Balmaceda,
Commerce Secretary.
Commerce Secretary. And the meeting was attended by different countries because it's under the ASEAN, or ECAFE, I should say, ECAFE.
Economic Commission for Asia and the Far East.
Pacific, now ESCAP. And I represented the private sector. And then there was also a PR for the government sector. And then the first thing that happened was to decide whether there should be an Asian Development Bank. That was the issue, the first issue. After resolving that issue, that there should be an Asian Development Bank, the second question was,
Venue.
where should it be located, the venue? And at that time, practically all the countries were interested in getting the
In
ADB.
hosting
yeah.
ADB.
Yeah.
How did we win it? But
But before you answer that, we're going to cut to a short break. You're watching Biz News. We'll be right back. Welcome back. So, Nandi, how did the Philippines win the ADB?
Well, to start with, practically all the member countries were interested in getting ADB.
Yeah.
But, since the meeting was being held here, the Philippine delegations, very creative, said to show that we're interested in the ADB, we have it here, President Macapagal declared that marine area on Ross Boulevard reserved for ADB. In case
great.
ADB will be selected, there is already a place where ADB can be constructed.
sa Ross Boulevard.
Ross Boulevard.
Pasay.
And second, they already hurriedly they prepared a model, ADB model that will be constructed.
Building.
The building. But the third one, it was during the time we just had the presidential election between Marcos and Macapagal. Marcos was elected over Macapagal. In the meantime, while Macapagal was still outgoing president, this election of the site was being held. There was a rumor being spread that Japan would not honor the commitments made by the outgoing president, administration of Macapagal. So I got one of that, and I hurriedly looked for Ambassador Romualdez Cocoy, and told, Aspiras, I should say, Aspiras, and I told him, you'd better tell the President-elect Marcos, incoming
to make a
president,
declaration.
that 2 days from now will be the selection of the site. And there's a rumor that
That Japan will not.
Marcos would not honor the commitment of Macapagal. So he immediately read that to the President, Marcos, and said, we honor all the commitments. And that came out in the papers the next day,
Tama-tama sa voting.
voting. And as a matter of fact, when they were voting, I don't know.
Run away ba ang vote?
I don't know. But, it came out in the column of Guevara that while the voting was being held at the TFA, at the One Luna Hall, I was pacing the hall outside, praying the rosary.
Ganun ba?
And that's what one of the ADVs actually are praying.
Divine intervention din pala yan. Anyway, you were also responsible for the renaming of Isaac Peral.
Yes.
Who was
because
Isaac Peral, Nance?
He was a Spanish sailor and electrician
Who sank his ship?
who invented the submarine, but but it sank in the perfect injury, but not in reality because it sank. And he never came to the Philippines.
He never came to the Philippines.
So-
He never.
This is now the UN Avenue.
Yes.
This is what it's called.
I thought of that because when
You named it?
when I left New
He was
York,
the city council.
So name it.
when I left New York, the United Nations New York, and to be assigned here, I only gave they gave me 2 instructions. Number 1 is positive, and the other one is negative. The positive instruction to me was, do everything to promote UN consciousness. And the negative is, do not do anything that will embarrass the UN. So on that basis, since our UN Information Center was housed at the WHO building
Until now, no?
until now, and UNICEF was also there, and so I thought, and UNDP, so I thought, why should be renamed Isaac Peral? Who was Isaac Peral? So we started researching,
And the U.S. Embassy was at the end of the street.
and Willie Nang of the Manila Bulletin then helped me in researching, and we found out that this Isaac Peral was a Spanish sailor, according to the Streets of Manila. And with that finding,
Well, thank goodness it's now UN Avenue.
and with that, I sought the help of the reporters covering City Hall, and they were my main lobbyists to have the resolution naming Isaac Peral. It was signed by approved by Astorga as chairman, and then Villegas as city mayor. That's the reason why.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask
Sige.
Vicky Rose, because you went off on your own. I mean, Aristocrat is like an icon, but you went off on your own. What is it that you want? You now have 4 Chateau 1771.
We have 4 restaurants. One is Chateau 1771, which is like a French restaurant, and 2 modern Filipino restaurants called Centro, and we have Cafe 1771, which is like a 3-in-1 concept.
Yeah.
So, Vicky, ano yung 1771? Sounds like Magellan to me.
Sounds like, but it's not. 1771 is the address of our first location.
The address.
At 1771 M. Adriatico Street, Malate.
Where did you
That's where
get it
Chateau
as a brand
originated
name?
from.
1771.
And so we took that 1771 wherever we relocated.
But how exciting is this, and how competitive is this restaurant? Industry is very, very competitive. I mean, you start one, and by the next year, most of them close shop.
Hindi naman
It
next
is.
year.
Yeah.
3 years naman.
Well, actually, we just have to be on our toes.
It's difficult, isn't
And
it?
we
be
have to be
alert,
consistent with our food, delivery of food, ambiance and service, always. And then, for me, I don't really look at competition. I just think what we have to do, we have to do. And then if we look out for other brands, we go abroad, not local.
Abroad.
So the basis is always what's out there.
Ano
but that's
benchmark
what
yung restaurant sa abroad?
what's not in Manila.
Ano mga benchmarks yung restaurant?
Really can't say, but I admire the modern Asian restaurants there, which are doing very well.
In Europe?
In probably San Francisco, in New York, because Asian cuisine is already mainstream
Yeah.
in those
Kailangan
cities.
maiba ka.
And I'm wondering what happened to Filipino cuisine.
Yeah.
It's always in the suburbs.
Yeah.
So our benchmark, my benchmark is let's say this Vietnamese restaurant at in San Francisco near the it's called the Slanted Door.
Yeah.
It's always full. It's very big, and the food is almost authentic Vietnamese, but then it's modern presentation, and the market is a mix. Not only Asians, but a lot of Caucasians, a lot of
Is that what you see
tourists.
Centro is?
Hopefully,
Because
because
why you call it Centro?
no, Centro, the name we got it from. We just wanted a name that was easy to pronounce and was easy to remember. Like whatever nationality you are, you can say it without mangling the pronunciation. So that's what we wanted.
Pero 70-70, hirap
But the
i-pronounce.
1771 is the tongue twister, always.
All right, we're going to continue this discussion. We'll be right back here watching the news. Welcome back. DK Rose, you say you don't really look at competitors because you want to focus on what you want to do with Centro and Chateau 1771. But who are the in your category, who are the ones that are there that's playing in that same segment?
Since we have different cuisines, for the Filipino brand, I'd say the LJC group. It's kind of strong.
Kay Larry Cruz
with the
na, Larry
Abe,
Cruz, Abe.
the thing concept. With Chateau 1771, nothing comes to
Ano ba
mind.
mga
I don't know,
French
maybe
kuno dito?
I don't know, maybe aubergine, but they're not really very
Aubergine,
approachable
pinangalan
in
sa
terms of
Brenhingas,
cuisine.
no?
So
Diba?
But is that segment actually growing?
It's a
There's a lot
segment.
of fast
there are many
food
modern
chains,
Filipino
but-
restaurants coming,
yeah.
but so our competitors are the full service
Full service.
Filipino
Hindi nyo kalaban
restaurants
yung mga
with an
McDonald's,
edge.
Jollibee, hindi nyo
Yeah.
kalaban.
It's the trend going towards that? More towards
It
that,
is.
you think?
Like
Instead
we
of
opened, we opened Centro 12 years ago, and it just started being competitive after 10 years.
After
So
10
they were kind of late in their
Ay, may nag-struggle
copying.
kayo for a long time?
yeah. We felt it only after 10 years. So not bad, I would say.
Yeah.
And for Chateau 1771, I think our competitors would be fine dining restaurants, probably I would say some, not even in the hotels do they have fine dining anymore.
Yeah.
I think
Mga
they've died and
restaurant sa
gone
mga artista,
buffet.
ano pangalan niya?
Sharon.
Hindi, may
Nessa?
gawa ng Balboa.
I don't know,
Akira,
Circolo, I'm
mga
not sure.
Yeah.
Circolo
But the trend
or
is moving towards like a
casual, standalone,
fusion
independent
type
brands.
of. Yeah.
Very fusion, very mixed. Anything with longanisa, it's already the thing. So it's a whole new genre of Filipino cuisine. Non-traditional, but
How do you
mixing
find
the
ba Filipino
ingredients.
cuisine, Vicaros?
It's very
Usually pag
flavorful.
Filipino cuisine,
It will always
chicken
have
pork
garlic
adobo,
and vinegar.
kare-kare,
Yeah.
pinakbet, ganyan, ha?
Yeah.
Oh, yun
We
ba
have
yun?
those the standard dishes. And sometimes if you want to create your own, you just follow your palate, your Filipino palate, and then create a
Tapos
new
mga
dish
sinigang,
out of it.
Sinigang,
But then you will never like get away from sinigang, kare-kare,
Get away.
adobo.
You never do.
Those are
Do you
the-
get some of the recipes from your mom secretly?
Hindi.
Yeah, like the coffee pie. Yeah, some desserts.
Oh, that one's good.
Yeah, some
I didn't know she
desserts.
copied it.
You have coffee pie at
Ano tawag yan?
Aristocrat?
Ano tawag?
Coffee pie.
Coffee pie, you do?
No, they don't.
No, she got the recipe from me without my knowing it. I'm claiming royalty.
Pero,
Up to now, she hasn't paid.
Sheila, ikaw, how do you manage to be competitive and
No, well-
ahead of the pack, so to speak?
I think may I digress for a while about fusion
Yes.
because you were talking about fusion, and actually we say that my grandmother was the first in fusion because
At first,
chicken barbecue is actually, as I said,
Indonesian.
Indonesian.
Yeah.
With the
That's
chicken in the
true.
basket, which was in the States. We have the flying saucer, which was United States. So actually, we were the first in fusion
Fusion,
without knowing it. When we were trying to, look back, tayo pala yung unang fusion.
Right.
Ano?
kasi ang local na chicken noon,
Chicken
yung
honey.
manginasal actually, no, mga bacolod.
Ewan ko yung ano. But I mean, we had first, not chicken hand, but chicken in a basket, we called it.
Masarap
And
na
the
na
flying
chicken.
saucer sandwiches is one of our
Chicken
best.
is a whole chicken, ano?
Ha?
Chicken in a basket is
Oo.
whole chicken. Sa
Something-
chicken, it is the sauce, di ba? Secret is the
Chicken.
sauce. Hindi kayo gumagamit ng bechin or what?
I think for some,
For some,
but not, ano.
But your main staple of clientele are
It's-
balikbayans?
Kasi nandi may
sige,
description
let
dyan
him
eh.
answer that.
Ano tawag
Siguro
sa
kami,
mga customer ng aristocrat?
Awol.
Awol.
What's
Awol.
Kasi yung nasabi, natanong sa amin kung ano yung customer's profile,
Oh.
yung ABCD.
Oh.
Ako hindi ABCD. Awol.
What do you mean?
All walks of life.
At saka,
At saka isa naman,
HLM.
HLM.
Ano naman yan?
The high, the low, and the mighty. Because lahat ng pataas at tao, nagpunta na
That's
roon.
true,
Yung
though.
mga mahirap, nagpupunta roon.
Nakachinelas,
And there was
nakabakya.
that feeling of belonging.
Oh.
There was no
belonging.
feeling of...
Familyness.
family.
There was no
Family.
feeling of... ang laking tao yun, ang babang tao yun.
Oh, ganun. Wala.
Yeah, feeling of one.
Very
if you go
egalitarian
there.
siya.
Unity.
Egalitarian.
Even if you go now,
Saka yan ang
lunchtime,
restaurant na maski magkita kang kumakain na, hindi ka makakita, uy, Tony Lopez nagtitipid doon kumakain.
Alam mo,
Walang ganun eh.
If you
Nung
go
araw pa,
now,
binata pa ako noon eh.
isang pusturang-pustura, naka-ano. Tapos yung isa naman, nakabakya, magkatabi lang ng mesa, gano'n.
Si Juan, I think, Tony, si Don,
Sino?
Papa ni Lulu.
Anong araw pa yun?
Nung araw pa nga, he was...
Si Don Anselmo Trinidad, the
Don
first
Anselmo.
president of the Philippine Stock Exchange. Every Sunday.
Every morning, naroon siya sa isang corner ng
Sa
aristocrat.
Aristocrat Boulevard.
Boulevard.
Sa corner.
I remember it very distinctly. And every time I go there, naroon siya. Breakfast doon. Pero for lunch, you'll find him at the Manila Hilton.
Yeah. Sa rotisserie.
Treasury.
Don Anselmo Trinidad was the quintessential stockbroker millionaire.
Si Juan niya, even
Kingmaker siya.
Elena Benitez. Hanggang ngayon. Still goes
Imelda
there.
Marcos, one time was
Oo.
there.
If your walls could talk.
Yeah.
Ha?
If your walls could talk.
Maraming yung mga big politicians, Marcos, sila.
Binay, madalas doon. Kasi malapit ng office niya.
So,
Saka in the 1960s and 70s, there were only about 4 hotels. Hilton, Intercon, Hyatt, and Manila Hotel. Manila Hotel, hindi siya kasing elegant ng kumukha niya dati kasi it was decrepit for a long time. Because the government took it over and they did not know what to do. Diba? So, ang naiwan lang, Hilton, Intercon, saka Hyatt. I remember, sa business writer, wala kang mapagpipilian. Yung aristocrat ang magandang compromise. Kasi siyempre, magsasawa ka dun sa 3 hotel. Meron din Casa Marcos, ganyan. Meron din
Casa Marcos,
New Europe, Old Europe.
nawala na rin
Ha?
eh. Casa Marcos
Oh, namatay sa Ross
ano,
Boulevard,
At saka
no?
New Europe also, with the,
New
with the
Europe
hotels,
namatay.
nawala na
Oo,
rin eh. That was the, nawala na rin ang New Europe.
Tapos
Siguro
meron
di ka
pa
pa
is-
panganak nun.
During her time, itong kailan ba yun? They got, aristocrat got this
Historical marker.
historical marker
Oh,
from
it's,
the National Historical
National
Commission.
Historical Commission.
2 years ago, it was
Last year,
declared
last
year.
July
the
4th.
historical monument, the aristocrat. That's the only restaurant that has been declared a historical monument.
Yes, well, ito pala. According to Serena, the chairman Serena Jokno, when she made a speech, she said that, when you declare something, historical marker, you do a lot of research, no? Especially yung mga writers with all these papers, and it takes a long, long time because they have to be very sure.
Yes.
But in our case, they didn't even have to do research. Everybody voted unanimously in such a short time. And it is the only restaurant that has a marker.
Yeah,
The only
congratulations.
restaurant declared as a national monument. Oo.
So how can you carry this through? You're the CEO.
Third
Is there-
generation siya eh.
Third
Who's
generation.
going to
generation.
now? To whom are you going to pass the torch? But before you answer that, we're going to cut to a short break. You're watching This News. We'll be right back. Welcome back. So Priscilla, you have to carry on the tradition. So who will you be passing the torch on to? You have
Well,
4 kids.
No, it's not actually
No,
mine.
at her level, there are 70 of you, di ba? The third generation.
Yes.
Third-
So
Then the
there's
fourth
still a lot to
generation-
choose from.
And the fourth generation is how many? Ilan magpipinsan dyan?
How many would you be?
Roughly.
I don't know. Maybe we're more than 50 or
More than
something.
50 also.
So 70 plus 50, siyempre.
Hindi naman.
Pareho yun.
No,
eh.
because not everybody is, some are in the advertising, they have their own careers, no?
Some wings of the family put up their own restaurants
No,
also.
also.
Alex
My-
is restaurant.
My cousin is Alex
Serie.
Serie, my Mangkid, and Ray's Barbecue, my brother, So, they have their own,
So wala pa.
That's why earlier we were discussing, puro food kayo, nalahian.
Yeah.
Nalahian.
So, ang best bet talaga ginawa ni Vicky Ross, paddle your own canoe, no? Diba, Vicky? And how has the experience been?
Oh, it's been fun.
Fun, ah? Oh.
It's been
Pero
fun.
sabi mo, took 10 years before you could reap the dividends of success.
No, actually, it took us 10 years before everyone started copying Centro, I should say.
Ang
But then,
ginagawa
we've been in
kanilang
the business for
template,
25
mga ibang
years.
restaurants, ginagawa kanila. Ito ang kinukuha.
I
Puro,
think
marami
so.
na sinigang
okay,
I think so. But we've been already in the business for 25 years. So,
Well, that's staying
ups and
power.
downs,
Yeah.
ups and downs. But then you just gotta go
Which
to
is the
work
most
every
successful
single day.
restaurant? The one in Adriatico or the one in Greenbelt?
Oh, Adriatico is no more.
Which
We
is the
moved to
main restaurant
Greenbelt.
now?
The flagship is Chateau 1771 in Greenbelt 5.
In Greenbelt. How about
Yes.
the one in Bonnie? Ano yun?
There's none.
Yung fourth.
Fascio, that's Centro Serendra.
Uh-huh.
That's,
That's also doing very well.
yes.
But doing best is the one in Greenbelt.
I should say the one in Serendra.
Serendra. Kasi mahigpit ang mga kalaban
Because
mo
the
dun
cuisine is
sa...
more accessible. It's a
more
larger
accessible.
marketplace.
And the prices are
And the prices are
Reasonable.
more reasonable than Chateau because Chateau is like,
fine dining.
more expensive.
Pero dalawa restaurants mo sa Greenbelt, di ba?
Yeah, there's another Centro in Greenbelt 3. That was the original one.
And they are all doing very well.
Yeah.
Tulugi.
secret.
So,
Actually, we have experienced very tough competition, especially in
in Greenbelt.
because like with the new locations coming up, like MOA, SM Aura, and all the new restaurants in
Yeah.
Fort.
Yeah.
Because not everyone is under mall management. There are many independent restaurants in the buildings around the mall in Fort.
Oh.
And I'm sure they have lower rent.
Fort has lower.
I'm sure they have lower rent. Like if you're in one building here and there,
Yeah.
you're
Greenbelt
in
ba
the
gets how much
penthouse,
of
I'm
the
sure
tot-
they have lower rent.
Because Greenbelt gets how much of the total sales? How many percent?
6%.
6%, taas ha? And sometimes the landlord makes more money than you do.
You said it.
High.
That's based on
I
gross
don't-
eh.
That's high.
Maybe not all the time because there are like restaurants closing every other month.
Not make mga
So
closures.
sometimes they're
Even in
vacant, so they
Greenbelt?
don't make money on those
Even in
spaces.
Greenbelt?
Yeah.
6% is the highest that
Got
Yes,
7.
that's high.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's high. 6% off of
Of
gross.
gross, oh.
Yes.
Of gross, oh.
Wow.
That's equivalent to at least 10%, diba? Pag 6%.
Mabagsik.
Siya 35% ang income
Then you
tax.
add all the senior citizen discounts.
Ah.
Yeah.
Kaya pala galit
At
kayo
20%,
sa
yeah.
mga SC, no?
So paano yun? So parang
Dentist.
volume game then.
Hindi,
If
quality
you bow
game.
down
It's a
to
quality
that,
game.
it will become.
I
So
think
you have
it's a
to be
qual-
strong with your brand.
Yeah.
Strong
Yeah.
brand. And you have a strong brand if you have quality and
Yeah.
good pricing. Di ba? Kasi we have quality and good pricing, you get buzz eh. Word of mouth. Uy, masarap doon, saka hindi masyadong taga. Ganun. Diba?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kasi
because we
minsan-
notice that people are willing to pay.
Yes.
If it's the food
If
is
it's-
good,
if
and
the
the
food is
service
good,
is
that's
good,
right.
and the ambiance
Yeah.
is good,
And if the
they are
service
willing
is
to
good.
pay.
And if the service is good.
And there will always be that niche. But like we don't go after the mass market. There will always be that
market.
niche who's willing to pay.
Yeah.
Ako naiinis ako personally yung please wait to be seated. I hate that thing. Eh. Yun yung
Why,
please
you
wait
don't
to
want
be
to
seated.
wait?
Yung please wait to be seated. Nag-umpisa yan sa States.
Yes.
Mga restaurateurs, single man operation. Siya yung receptionist, siya yung cashier,
siya
siya yung
lahat.
janitor, siya yung chef, siya yung waiter. So kung marami kayo, you have to wait kasi pupunta pa siya sa kitchen, luluto. Tapos dinala nila dito, naging snooty. Oo. I cannot understand why a person who wants to pay good money for a good meal will have to wait.
It's for traffic
A traffic
organization
management.
in the dining room. Especially if it's a big restaurant. Like you have to be aware what tables are being like occupied. So the receptionist is supposed to monitor everything. So if you don't go through the receptionist, then you see that one table, then she cannot alert the server if you're there. So those are the things.
But sometimes it's used as a ruse para maging highbrow, snooty. Ganun. I hate that thing. Oh. Oo. Kasi I want to wait if you can tell me how many minutes ako mag-wait. So, hindi ako nakapila doon na parang applying for a visa. Lalabas muna ako, I go to a bookstore. You tell me what time I should come back. Hindi nakapila kayo doon, basa kayong dyaryo. Sir, ito ang dyaryo. Anong araw yan? Kahapon pa po, sir. Nakakainis, diba? Pero sa aristocrat,
kayong hintay-hintay.
that's one of the things I like about aristocrat. You walk in, 90% of the time you get a seat. You get a good seat. No? Ang laki niya, saka you are attended to right away.
Thank you, Tony.
And it's great kasi turnover per table, I think 3 to 4 times, ano?
May
The one in
athlete-
SM.
How many clients do you get in a
Yeah.
day?
Oh.
In Rojas?
In Rojas,
How many clients in a day? How many walk in every
About
day?
90% walk in.
Huh?
No, I mean how many people? How many people walk in every
Rojas?
5,000, di ba?
Thousands.
5,000.
Thousands every day.
5,000 in a day, no?
Maybe less, but more.
You have breakfast?
Yeah, breakfast.
24 hours.
24 hours.
24 hours?
24 hours.
They have breakfast, lunch,
Lunch and
dinner,
dinner.
midnight snack, merienda, gano'n, alo-alo.
Di ba
What
mahirap
is-
yun, 24 hours?
What?
Hindi
They've
mahirap.
always been 24 hours. As far as I can remember,
20,
you know,
yun since
always.
the beginning
Oh
of
my
time,
God.
24.
As far as I can remember.
Okay, yung original 24 hours.
And we used to have this curb service, you know, the car, you put the tray. But now-
Drive-in, pwede.
Drive-in,
Drive-in.
May drive-in.
Hindi drive-in like McDonald's na kukunin mo. No? You sit there, you know, especially those lovers, they will eat there with meron kaming tray na
Yung pag-lovers, gusto nila matagal ang service.
Hindi, doon sila sa loob ng kotse, you know. But now
You
you
bring
can
the
have-
food.
Dadalhin sa kotse mo?
Sa kotse,
Okay,
merong yung tray nakaganon sa
Okay, yan,
kotse.
Mga invento niya yan,
Nakasabit, curbing service.
Sa mga innovation niya, 24 hours, at the carb service, ganyan.
And my grandmother really was the one who popularized the barbecue.
Barbecue.
Kasi nung araw, wala namang barbecue ng araw. Then the next wave of barbecue, I remember when you called barbecue doon sa papuntang
Sa
Baclaran,
Roseville,
di ba? Merong mga maliliit na nagtitinda ng barbecue, ginaya.
Ginaya nila kaya nagdagdag sila ng GR.
And this turon na saging,
Turon
turon,
saging?
she
Sa inyo din
started
galing
that.
yan?
My grandmother started that.
Your grandmother was very creative. Dapat i-declare siyang national artist.
Oo nga, no? ha?
Di ba?
That's a
Kasi
good
there's
idea.
no national artist for cuisine.
Yeah, maybe you can nominate her, no?
Puro papinto-pinturang hindi maintindihan. Ang dami nating national artist na papinto-pinturang hindi maintindihan. Tapos, pag di mo maintindihan, ignorante ka. When actually, bansik siya, hindi niya maintindihan niya. Pero good food, right away. Kasi all the senses at work when you eat.
Wow, that's
did you know
good to
that?
know.
All the senses. Sight, smell, taste, hearing.
Actually, in cooking. Also, you have to use all your senses in
All
cooking.
the senses are at
Oo
work.
nga naman. That's fun.
You
ha?
have to use your intuition.
And
timing,
dining,
everything.
that's 60% smell. Diba?
Where do you get your inspiration from?
That's a good
Vicky Rose?
idea.
Where do you get, because
Diba,
you need to
Sino pwede
come up with
mag-nominate?
where do you get your
Yung,
inspiration?
Me?
Yeah, but before you answer that, we're going to cut to a
Cultural
short break. You're watching
Cultural
Business.
center.
We'll be right back. So, Vicky Rose, where do you get your inspiration?
From childhood food, childhood memories. And then when I have to make a menu, I really try to remember what we used to eat. And then lately, magazines. I read a lot of magazines and
But the
watch a
first
lot of cooking
experience
shows.
with good
cookbooks.
cuisine was at Aristocrat. Siyempre, yun ang memory mo yun, no?
Maybe
Wala
in our
namang
house.
Tama.
That's
House.
right. That's
In
right.
our house, yeah.
So, cooking is good in the house of Pacheco. Yeah.
In our house,
Yeah.
yes.
Tapos si Nandi, you are a gunless society advocate, di ba? You're
Yes,
very
yes.
passionate about it.
This started when, after the EDSA revolution.
Then, I understand you were responsible for removing the 21 gun salute for visiting
No.
Pops.
Yeah, for Pope John Paul
Apo John Paul.
in 1995. Because Ambassador Tita de Villa, now, who was the chairman of that Welcome and Arrival Committee for the Pope. Special committee. We had senators there, congressmen, generals of the military and the police, and other civic groups were made members of that committee. And there was a proposal to give 21 gun salute,
Kasi the Pope is
the-
also a head of state.
head of state. And everybody was in favor of it.
You objected to it.
But my conscience was bothering me. You to stand up. Don't be afraid. So I stood up. I said, let me say a few words. I said, there are 1,001 ways to greet the Pope. Why in heaven's name do we have to greet him with the gunfire?
Gunfire.
We just promoted we promoted a gunless society.
Yeah.
The Second Plenary Council of the Philippines was talking about gunless society, gun control. Why should we? And then we were discussing, and I remember very distinctly, Senator Maceda said, to put an end to our discussion, I suggest that matter to the personal to the personal representative of the Pope. If they want a 21 gun salute, we give it to them. If they don't want it, we don't give it. So that's what happened. So after 2 weeks,
Sumagot yung...
then we reconvened the meeting, and Tita De Villa said, I have an announcement. Good news for Nandi. There will be no more 21 gun salute.
Anyway, Nance, basic in a temporal word is eating, no? I just would like to ask
Go back to
Cecile.
temporal word.
I would like to ano mga tips mo for restaurateurs?
Oh, as I remember when I visited Vicky Rose in Switzerland when she was studying, I met her professor and he said, in this career you have to have a passion for it.
Passion for
Passion,
it.
I think. In any work, I think,
yeah.
passion.
By the way, Business Asia featured Aristocrat in one of its latest issues. If you want to read some more about Aristocrat, actually the first thing to do is try Aristocrat. It has 12 branches, diba? And if you want to read some more, here, Aristocrat. Yeah. And history of Aristocrat, because it has been declared a
National
sort of a
marker.
national monument. And these are their specialties. Yeah.
Yan ang top 10.
Top 10 specialties. And the history. Yeah. The famous, yung mga HW na? High,
Low.
low and mighty.
HLM.
Who have been to aristocrats. Yan.
Yeah.
Yan.
And a wall.
A wall, yan.
Yeah.
Hindi a wall, yan.
All walks of life.
Presidents, di ba? Presidents. So.
Justices.
Yan, Eva Macapagal and si,
Presidents
Marcos.
and first ladies used to eat at aristocrat. And this is their...
Extra.
Where the cuisine is the finest. Right now. Di Pacheco home.
You get the, adobo.
Tapos, ikaw naman, Vicky Rose, quick tip mo sa entrepreneurs.
Tips for entrepreneurs, not cooks.
Just have a passion, ikaw.
Entrepreneurs, don't be afraid to take risks.
Don't be afraid. Ikaw naman, Nance, to society in general, have no guns.
Have Christ peace. You know, this coming here, I really was blessed because I met 2 Muslim leaders,
Yeah.
who are in favor of the gunless society. And I told them, as long as our base is love,
Yeah.
truth, justice, forgiveness,
Yeah.
reconciliation, and non-violence, this peace will prevail. It will continue.
Well,
I think so. Well
thank you,
said.
Nance. Yeah. I cannot argue with that. Those principles are in the preamble of the Constitution.
Thank you for being on our show, and more power to Aristocrat, and also to you, Vicky Rose.
Congratulations,
Thank you very
Vicky.
much.
And
Congratulations.
congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, you've watched another episode of Biz News. I'm Elizabeth Lee, together with Tony Lopez. See us every Monday at 7 p.m. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. God bless.